It's the Nerd Show, and today we're talking about Civil War. It is my ninth favorite movie of 2024, and I'm going to watch the trailer and then talk about the movie. Here we go.
States have seceded. The United States Army ramps up activity. The White House issued warnings to the Western forces as well as the Florida Alliance.
The traitor president assures the uprising will be dealt with swiftly.
Let me know if you want to try anything on.
Are you guys aware there's like a pretty huge civil war going on all across America?
We just try to stay out. With what we see on the news, seems like it's for the best.
Citizens
Two.
of America, the so-called Western forces of Texas and California have suffered a very great defeat at the hands of the United States military.
Mr. President, do you regret the use of airstrikes against American citizens? We're moving to D.C. today.
We need to go down there.
They shoot journalists on sight in the Capitol. Every instinct in me says this is death. What?
Whoa.
Every time I survived the war zone, I thought I was sending a warning home. Don't do this. But here we are.
There's some kind of misunderstanding here. What? We're American, okay? Okay. What kind of American are you? You don't know?
Western forces will reach the White House on July 4th.
Oh my God.
Get in the car! Get in the car! We're gonna have that.
I'm not hanging back.
One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. God bless America.
That's so baller. Man, I gotta tell you, being an American right now is terrifying. Oh, geez. Hello, it's the Nerd. Oh, I already did that. Anyway, so Civil War. Oh, it's so juicy, this movie. What I love about it is it's not really about a civil war. Like, yes, it takes place in a war-ridden America, and yes, America's split on two sides and they're fighting each other, but it's not really. It's really about the sensationalism of war, in a way, and the conversations about it. And also, what I like about it is, like, it's also about journalism and sensationalism of journalism, and you know what an image means. You know, it follows Kirsten Dunst mainly, and her team of journalists, and she's a photojournalist, and they're going across the country to go, and they're trying to get to the White House, and they're trying to talk to the president before he gets assassinated. And as a plan, I guess it was going to happen. Please don't. Oh man, this video is not going to get any views because I just said a bunch of words. But anyway, what's cool about it is people compare it to Apocalypse Now. I've seen Apocalypse Now, the Redux only, so I can't tell you whether or not. Well, I don't like it, so I don't like Apocalypse Now, the Redux. But I can see the visual parallels of Civil War and Apocalypse Now, the Redux, and that's the only thing I can reference, because I haven't seen the actual theatrical cut of that movie. Anyway, but I like this better than the Redux of Apocalypse Now, because, well, one, it's a little bit closer to home. Two, I like the... I like how, like, because of how loose it sort of is with why, like, who is fighting and why in this movie. Like, yeah, it's America, but we don't know why they're fighting necessarily. Because it's so loose, you can sort of apply it to almost any country in a way. It's really just a commentary on war and its place in society, and also our place in consuming war content in a way. I don't know. And also the news' responsibility in how it portrays war. And I think it's interesting because I don't think it's looking at the photojournalists especially as villains, because they're not, I mean, they are putting themselves in danger to try and inform the people. But I do think there is something to be said about like this weird addiction to being near this sort of scary violence and terror all the time that photojournalists and a lot of journalists do, like finding that story and then sort of like there's a lot of things about it, like they literally use the camera as a way to shield themselves from the danger. They don't, like when you see people them walking with soldiers with the guns, they kind of hold the cameras like guns. Or if they're like, and even Kirsten Dunst's character talks about how like you have to use it to separate yourself. You can't like don't be worried about feeling bad about what you're looking at because that needs to be a picture because whatever like if that feeling you gotta push it down but know it's there because that image is the thing that's going to actually move people. So I do think it is an interesting idea, and that's why I really like Civil War because it is about more about the media and its place in these sorts of times. And I think it leans more positive towards them, but I do think you get enough there to where you can criticize it a little bit. And so, yeah, I like it. Also, I just love, like, I think everybody in the movie is great, but Kirsten Dunst really, she's just an amazing actress. I obviously fell in love with her in Spider-Man long ago, but, like, just over the course of all these years and all the movies she's been in, she's really just, she stretched everything. Like, if you see Fargo season 2, she's amazing in it. She's done a lot of different things. I really appreciate it. Like, I used to fantasize that I was Peter Parker taking her picture. Now, I just wish she was taking mine. Alright, like, comment, subscribe, goodbye, and stay tuned for number 8 for my favorite movies of 2024. Goodbye!